one calling the shots. Guess who be running the show? Fuck with me though, making me feel like the bad guy.
Welcome back to another non-YouTuber-esque privateer I pay for all my own shit video. So, let's stop it for today. It's simple. I'm actually really, really happy for seeing all the freaking amazing packaging that we figured out with the started R&D stuff. So I mentioned this back in, I believe, November, and it's been impressive. Like, the packaging and stuff that we all came up with. This is a little crew of mine and I. Somehow, through me paying out the ass with bad machining of the block, an engine builder who didn't inspect the block, an overly tolerant and damaged rotating assembly, an engine builder didn't check the rotating assembly, the cost of a second block. That machinist did fantastic. The engine builder that got that block inspected everything, found that the previous engine builder had media material or something in the oil pump. So a new oil pump was made, or ordered, excuse me. And the packaging, as far as what we have figured out and what a final product will go with when it comes to turbo syncing a port and spending time to an ideal condition for your usage of your car, it's much better than what we anticipated. So, for instance, I just had a 5-hour conversation with my engine builder. I mean, how often is it that you have a 5-hour conversation with anyone? We're talking through all aspects of life, and to me it's very impressive. You know, he's expanding his machining, he's expanding his thought process to having more external control for the engine, which is something that I've contributed with. And then we have a new third-party entity that's able to do CAD, CFD, really cool internal engineering stuff. And I'm feeding him ideas, and he's able to do his side of things to make it all work in unison. And then the engine builder has the final say as to what matches for the usage of the vehicle, for the turbo sizing, which I would be interpreting the data for him to make all work in unison. So when it comes to the final packaging of, you know, I've paid my way. I've had 5 rotating assemblies go around. I've had 3 blocks go around, sold 2 of my spares, 3 of my spares. So I've paid my way, clearly. And sometimes the best way to approach this is it really does take failure to find success. And it really does take finding the wrong people for the job, for the right ones to work out or to come out of the woodwork. And sometimes you're lucky enough to go through old emails with possible client base, and like I found something that was a really exotic, the RX-8 20B build, and I went through and I said, like, fuel system, ignition system, ECU, engine setup with porting. This is before talking to the engine builder. Turbo exhaust setup. And I went through this whole email, and very, very deep as far as an ideal build with unlimited funding and resources out the ass. I ended up using that engine builder for myself because of, like, in the back of my mind, I thought, I was like, this was the conversation that really, like, flipped the script for me after all this time. And I'm glad I went over that email. That car actually ended up going up to a different builder. I guarantee that created waves in itself, but you know, it's his money, right? Like, he's gonna do what he thinks is right, whether it's gonna work for him or not. Only time will tell. And it's just really good to see, with all the negative connotations that seem to come with my work and my business, people have such a big misunderstanding of what I'm doing. And I'm tired of putting up with their shit. I'm tired of being like a laughing stock or a joke. So previously, the whole reason I bring up any of the R&D, previously I had intended to show off the internal workings of what we were doing, the different data sets and data points for all the sensors on the KV8 Mtron. And the idea was to say, like, here's a standard block. Here's what we did. Here's the next generation of what we had in R&D. And what I'm realizing now, the more information I show you guys, the more the people that don't understand it talk out every time. And I love seeing the goons and the fucking losers follow suit because I've offended their buddy, or I've done this, or I've said this. And for me to try to show you the truth, that's all it is. I have no dog in this fight. This is very simple. Here is data. Here are results. And for anyone to say otherwise, that's honestly on them. And I have no reason to even waste my time dealing with people that don't want that. I have plenty of business. I have tons and tons of cool stuff I'm working on all around the world. So for me not to give a fuck about her opinions, why waste my time? So, with that in mind, I will not be sharing specifics any longer. The engine builder should be respected for his incredible work, and I want to keep his stuff secret because he's going way above and beyond on his stuff. For me and my particular setup, the reason why I think it's going to work the way it is because everything is measured, calculated, fabricated, finished. And in that respect, I don't think the majority of folks that go to, let's say, SEMA, I'm not going to say PRI, different people, are going to look at an engine bay layout and be like, wow, that guy has blank coilover, blank part, sponsor, whatever the fuck. When I go, and the majority of people that I associate with go to these shows, they're like, this person doesn't understand heat transfer, or there's no room for ducting, or that turbo's feeding off a hot source, or the fact that these people are missing 2/3 of the understanding of what they're trying to accomplish. If that's an elitist thing, which I've brought up a few times, then so be it. Because I don't want to be a fucking idiot. And thankfully, I don't have to justify to you that I'm not one, because I'm seeing this stuff. And so if it takes me time to explain this to you, that's time I could be building other cool shit. It's not going to happen. Go look it up online. The internet's the most powerful tool known to man. Fucking find it. Get out your little keyboard warrior shit. Get done. So, the engine builder stuff will not be revealed at all. My stuff will not be revealed at all. I'll be like A, B. dyno. Same boost, same motor, this. Same boost, different motor, this. And I'll lay it out and I'll say, here's what we think the differences are. But in reality, I'm doing this for myself. I always have been. Why would I build another car? Or why would I build my own car to police someone else? That makes no sense. A lot of you have such a singular hate or singular purpose for your vehicle or some bullshit that's on your mind to where you won't understand getting in a car, going cross country, hitting on mountain roads, fucking around with friends, and just having a great time in life. And I honestly have no respect for someone who can take the time of their day and belittle others with nothing to show for it. So, realistically, the Rotary community can kind of kiss my ass for the most part. There's a bunch of amazing folks out there, and you guys have been incredible clients, and all the future clients I'm very appreciative of, but the way that the, let's say, popularized clout chasing asshats are going about, yeah, I have no room for you in my life. There's no purpose for me to be part of it. So I canceled DGRR stuff this morning, and in my cancellation of the plans, I go and find out a sneaking suspicion, which I was right. Lost money on that because, of course, they didn't pay their portion of it. So I'm out a chunk for that deposit. And then the whole Deals Gap thing with the guy who coordinates that. I simply say, because their policy says no refund. Okay. He says, see this policy as a donation. Okay. So I post. I could screenshot this, put this in the video, but it's not worth my fucking time. I post something to the effect of, if anyone would like a free pass Deals Gap Rotary, whatever the fuck it's called, you're welcome to have mine. Just send me my shirt. I'm gonna light that motherfucker on fire because of the sponsors, which I don't like, and the event, which I really don't care for. But regardless, I post it up. I offer it. The head and coordinator of this event takes the time out of his day to pretty much blindside me for no fucking reason. And I'm posting about giving away my non-refundable ticket. And then he goes and blindsides me with stupid fuck comments. Rude. And now I'm just doing the whole PayPal thing with pay with PayPal. They'll give my money back. Because fuck him. And if anyone thinks for a moment that I'm a victim in any of this, no. No. I'll have my day. I can really clearly expose anyone that I need to. And I've been holding my tongue because I want my work to show for itself. And I know it has. And I know that the people that have worked with me have been incredible. And I challenge any one of you to go find someone who's more dedicated to their job and the craft and growth, because you won't. You won't. And if you thought for a moment, he thinks I'm better than I am. I do think I'm better than you. That's a very simple fact. I put in more effort. I'm doing better than you are. I'm happy. I'm content. So, that's it for tonight. I figured I'd tell you guys to me, the breaking news is the fact that I will not be revealing the secrets of what happened to this R&D project and the hard work that went into it, because that's cumulative 40 years of stuff. What I can tell you is that some of the stuff was from stuff I learned 10 years ago, 15 years ago, and I really think that as a street car, this thing's gonna be indestructible. Like there is nothing. I'm a very aggressive driver when I want to be, very Jekyll and Hyde. I'll cruise and then I'll find a breaking point where I'm like, it's time to turn this bitch up. And I have a feeling with the crazy cooling system that I'm doing, which I will not explain. You'll see it in videos, you'll see it in stuff very soon. With all of that working in unison, this thing will be yeah, it's going to be rowdy first gen. And I'm sorry that a lot of you are not in love with that car. If you've ever driven an FD, you know the interior is made of paper mache, and the steering feel is nowhere near as good as an FC. And they're pretty cars, don't get me wrong, but I don't think it was the working man's RX-7. Put it that way. The one that raced all the time, first gen. One of the best handling, probably second gen for anything in mountains. Third gen, beauty queen. But they're all great cars, man. And really think I'm going to be excited for the next couple weeks. I have a lot of stuff to show you guys very soon. So tomorrow I'm picking up something very special. The week after that, I'm picking up something really special. And then it's a parts order, quick finish. Fucking, we're going, baby. We're running. So, it'll be cool. Really fun year. So, looking forward to talking shit in person, because if any of you guys talk to me like this in person, it would be a different situation. And I know you wouldn't. And that's what is very infuriating. You're getting too comfortable behind a computer, getting too comfortable behind your phone, and society needs to wake the fuck up. Bottom line. So, I'm going to put my money, which I have, where my mouth is, which is very much saying, I'm tired of people's bullshit with their attitude, and if I'm going to do something, it's going to be just showing the truth. That's it. I have nothing else to worry about. I don't need to doctor it. I don't need to have emotional ties to it. It's logic, truth, done. Simple. So there we are. Have a great rest of your night, and catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.
I know I'm calling the shots. Guess who be running the show? Fuck with me though, making me feel like the bad guy.